Hey YouTube, today I'm going to teach you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. It's going to take a little while to learn the algorithms that I'm going to teach you, and then the first few times you solve it, it'll take a few times, and then after a while you'll be able to do it without even thinking about it. So I'm going to teach you the algorithms, and then we'll get right to it. Now that you've memorized or written down the algorithms, so you'll be able to follow along, let's get started. So, just in case you haven't completely memorized the algorithms, which is a big possibility, I'll go very slowly. So first, we need to mix up the puzzle. Once you have mixed up your Rubik's Cube, the first step is to solve the first cross. You can pick your favorite color. How you're going to identify what color goes where is the middle piece. The middle piece, no matter how you move the cube, cannot move. So, in this case, I'm going to start with blue. So, when you hear me referring to the blue cross, you know this is the first step. So, first step in solving the blue cross is you need to get all these blue. So, what you're going to do is you're going to look for a bottom piece that's in the middle. Once you found that, you look at the top piece and you say orange, so you move it to the middle orange piece, and then you go all the way to the top. You should have the first layer and this as well. Same color. Now you go to the next color. Blue and white. You switch it over to white. And you go up. Now, once you run into a problem like this, where blue is on the top and red is on the bottom, here's where the first algorithm comes in. So first you move it to red. Then you do what I do, which is front. Now you'll see that solved those colors. Now we go to the next middle piece. You might not find a middle piece anymore on the bottom, so you look on the sides, and I have one right here. It's yellow. You can just move it to the bottom so you don't get confused, and you'll see that the yellow is already lined up. Just move it up. Now we move on to solving the four corners. What you need to do is you need to find a corner piece that has blue in it. Now you look at the two other colors. This one's red and white, so you move it over in between the red and the white. So it's in the bottom right corner. Now, what you're going to want to do is the next algorithm, which is right inverted, right, down. And you keep repeating that. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. 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 Until you have these two middle pieces lined up. The next step is to look for another corner bottom piece that has blue in it. This one has yellow and red, so move it to yellow and red. And you do the same algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. 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 Make sure you always do the down. So now you look for another one. Orange and white. It's already in between them. You do the same algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. And I have these mixed up. Now, you go to the next one and do the same thing. right inverted, down inverted, right, down. You have the first layer complete. Now, to solve the second layer. So, what you would want to do is completely flip over the cube, and your new top color will be in my case, green. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a piece on the top that does not have green on the side or on the top. So here, red and white isn't green, obviously. So you move this white piece to the white so that it's lined up. Now you look to your left and to your right, and you see which side the right is on. In this case, it's on the left. This means you're going to do the left algorithm. This algorithm can be a little tricky, so listen closely. Up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. Now that lined up these pieces. Now you look for another piece that does not have green in it. Here, orange and yellow. You line it up with yellow, and you look to the left and to the right. Orange is on the left, so you repeat that algorithm. Up inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. And you have these lined up as well. Now, you look for another piece that has no green on the top. Here, white and orange. You line it up with orange. White, once again, is on the left, so you do the left algorithm. Up inverted, up, left, up. Front, up inverted, front inverted. Now we have one last piece, and what do you know? There's no green again. If you ever are stuck with all green, and there's no pieces that do not have green in them, you just find a piece that is miscolored like this one, and you do the left algorithm. But in this case we have it, so we move it over to yellow, and we look to the left and to the right, and now this is where we do the right algorithm. The right algorithm is up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Now, now you should have the second layer complete. Now, it's time to solve the top corner square. So, if you have, say in this case, green right here, and right here, and no green right there, then wait to the next step. If you don't, in my case, you do anywhere you front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. You get that piece. If you already have it, you repeat that algorithm. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Do it again until you have a straight line. Front, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. See, there's a straight line here. Now you repeat the algorithm once more. Right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now you should get something like this. Or a cross, or this piece can also be green too. Now, you should be able to line up two of these middle pieces with their color. Here I can line up yellow and red, and they're right next to each other. In some cases, though, you might find that you have yellow lines up and nothing next to it, or say red, nothing next to it, and so on and so forth. In this case, there should be something on the opposite side of it. What you want to do in this case is what you would do is the same algorithm as I'm going to do here. If you do get this case, this is the good case, where you don't have to do an extra step, you do this algorithm with one side in the back and one side on the right. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, right inverted. Now that if you already had two next to each other, you should be able to do up and get all middle pieces correct. But in case you had them behind each other, you just repeat that algorithm because you'll now have one on the sides. Okay, now that you have this, all sides lined up, you're almost done with the cube. What you want to do is you want to look for a corner that either is correctly put into place or has all the pieces mixed up, but they're in the correct place. For instance, green, white, and orange. Orange is on this side, white is on that side, and green is on that side. This is good, so you just leave it on the top right corner. If you do not, just do this algorithm on whichever side you would like. Up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. Now, if you had no corners lined up, you should have one, and you turn to its side so it's the top right, and you repeat the algorithm again. Up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. Now that you've done this, all pieces should be correct. They might also be mixed up though. So you pick one that's mixed up and you do the algorithm that you started with, which is right inverted, down inverted, right, down. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. Now you would turn it around to the next side, but what you're going to do is you're going to keep this face. It might look like you're screwing up the whole cube, but it all comes together in the end. Now you turn it to the next side that is screwed up. But remember, you do not switch. You always want to keep the same face you started with, and you do that algorithm again. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're 2 or 1 turn away from solving the Rubik's Cube. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like for more videos. Thanks.